Yes, welcome. My name is Parrish Butler, and I'm back with another episode of Well Versed. And I got a very, very special guest today. You may know her as the Polished Lady. Her name is Keila McKee,
That's
but better
correct.
known as the Polished Lady.
Ain't God good?
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here today. Like I said, I was doing my research on you, and I seen something. The first thing I seen was a video of you saying that you're a journalist, you're an advocate, and then the last part I couldn't really make out. It said amplifier of
Brands.
brands, but I wrote on my paper brilliance
Ain't God good?
because I feel like it's brilliance as well.
You know, you got to be a genius to do what I do.
Exactly, and then like when I seen your social media presence, and I seen the color, I seen yellow.
For sure.
So when I seen yellow, I automatically thought brilliance. But what's the meaning behind yellow as far as your brand?
Okay, so dope. First, thank you for wearing yellow. I
Yes.
said this off camera, but I'm going to say it again. When I was getting started, this was back in 2015, so I've been doing this work for 10 plus years.
Right.
Coming up. Yeah, March the 10th is my anniversary.
Okay.
But yellow just means my personality. I asked my audience what they thought about me, and they said you're just bubbly. You know, when you show up, I get happy.
Yes.
And then I took Olivia Foreman Satterfield class. We had a one-on-one coaching session that I had won at her expo.
Okay. What school is this?
No. This is Olivia. She's actually in the community in Indianapolis, Indiana. And Ocus Collective is her agency.
Okay.
So you should definitely check her out on Instagram. She's one to know. But this was her early stages. You see what I'm saying? And she basically did like a color theory. We went over the color chart. And then I was like, yep, that's the one right there. Because she said I had all these different colors on my Instagram page when she did like an audit. And then I was like, but you know, I like to put that stuff on.
Yeah.
I like to put that stuff on. So, but then, you know, it just really resonated with me because I am happy-go-lucky. You know, a lot of times if you don't know me and you get your first hit, and I do mean your first hit of me, then, you know, people will be like, oh, she's drunk or she's high. Actually, no, I'm full off of life. I'm really full off of life. And then the last thing I'll add to that is in 7th grade, I have this 7th grade picture where I wore this, like, y'all know that picnic shirt print, you know what I'm saying, with the white.
Like the plaid?
Yeah. And I wore a yellow one, and the photographer said, always wear a lighter color, is gonna pop out your melanin.
Yeah.
And I never forgot it.
Well, yeah, that's ironic because I studied graphic communications in school. So color theory was something that I learned very early on as well. So my eyes are already kind of trained to look at that. When I see whether it's images, still images or video, I see the colors, and I'm very intentional about the colors I choose as well. Like I've been using a lot of earth tones. I've been wearing a lot of earth tones, and I've been including earth tones like in my brands and like my logo work and stuff like that, because I do all my own design.
Love it.
Just because I feel like black and gold and black and tans and browns, it reminds me of strength.
Hit different, don't it?
Yeah, like the strength of my people. So, you know, that's what I was trying to communicate with mine as well. So I didn't know it was 2013 because my notes, I got 2015.
No, I said 2015.
Okay, it is 2015.
Yeah.
Okay, actually my notes say 2013, but 2015 is when you started in radio?
Yes. Correct. So that's when I just got back from ISU. I had a traumatic bullying experience that brought me back home. And then also my father is older. So I was helping my mom take care of him. And then that's when I started going to IB Tech. Because I already had 2 years of college education from Indiana State University. My minor was PR. Public relations with a minor in African American studies. I was like, hey, over the summer I did radio here in Terre Haute, but now I want to go for bigger. I got to be on High 96.3. You know what I'm saying? I got to be on High 96.3.
Well, I want to know, how did you get the opportunity at Terre Haute to be on radio?
So basically, they have a really small communications department, but if you were there over the summer, they were always looking for someone to go on air. And I think what made that experience tight for me is that it's not my normal, it was like pop. So think of like Radio Now, 100.9. You think, well, I don't even know if that's still a station.
I don't even know either.
Because I don't even listen to radio no more. But I still
we're gonna get into that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
the Ox got it, the Bluetooth got it.
Yeah, I'm a little bit older, so like I grew up on radio too.
How old is you?
I'm 37.
Okay, period. I'm 30.
Yep.
30 and thriving. I just told everybody I'm 30 and thriving. That's what we doing.
Yeah, so I did grow up on radio and in the Chicagoland area too. So it was 107.5 WGCI, 92.3 V103, like Tom Joyner and all that. So like I like I used to wonder like, man, is the person that's talking, do they get to select the music too? Were you getting a chance to select the music even though it was a pop station?
So most times it would already be queued up.
Oh, okay.
It would already be queued up, but then you would have like, you know how they had callers. Sometimes we could do that because of it being a college station. But normally in radio, I've always seen it queued up unless you're someone like B Swift who controls his department and stuff like that. So shout out to the homie B Swift. He can do that.
Okay, so 96.3 here.
Hot 96.3.
Hot 96.3 here. They seen that you had experience already.
Absolutely not.
Oh, they did not.
Yeah, let me wind this up. So when I went to Ivy Tech, they're like, you have to do a capstone to graduate. Project to graduate, and it's about lived experience in the field that you want to be in. And I was like, okay, I'm getting back home. I don't really see like PR here in Indy too big at that time, and it was crisis communication, not public relations. The only person I could think of who was doing that in the city was Denise Hurd. Shout out to Hurd Strategies. Yes, she's the biggest boss.
Okay.
And so basically, I talked to the department chair at Ivy Tech, which is Dr. Charles Gidney, about building a internship where if I get this internship at Radio One, then I can use that credit to count towards my capstone project.
So it didn't exist before?
Correct.
Wow.
Yes. And I was getting paid my $9. My $9 an hour. I count that.
It's not too many paid internships out here.
For sure. But that got my foot in the door. And from, I think it was like three months of the internship, and then after that 3 months was up, I was hired into the promotions department, because when I was seeing Karen Vaughn out, I run up on her and I'd be like, hey Miss Karen Vaughn in the city.
Yeah.
I was like, I applied, I did everything you told me to do, and you know, she put in a good word, and then I was on. It was on and popping. I think my first day at the radio station, like for the internship, I walked past Post Malone. I didn't know that was Post Malone. All I could think of in my head was, who is this white dude in these basketball shorts? It's cold as hell outside. I got on a coat. I'm freezing. I got low iron, baby. Low iron. So I'm like, White Iverson my ass.
So he's in the studio.
He's walking into the building.
Okay.
Yeah, he's about to walk into the building and do an interview. Man. But at the time, like, I never see artists' face because it's radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also, they never really talk when they're at the station. Yeah. They never talk until they're in the studio.
It's time to have an interview.
For sure.
Okay, well, I've always heard Karen Vaughn's voice, but I never seen her. Or maybe, I don't know what she looked like, so I wouldn't, maybe I've been outside, I ain't never noticed her. I probably have, yeah.
Let me ask you another question. Are you affiliated in any fraternity? Okay. I was asking because, you know, Aisha, she's an AKA, and then Karen Vaughn is an AKA, so, you know, it's her founder.
So maybe
You might have seen her. You be around people who affiliate.
I still have a fascination and appreciation for radio. And
you got to.
Yeah, and I always used to wonder, like, man, how can I work my way in and stuff? Because I moved here in 2015. And, you know, I was working downtown, and not too far from 96. And I was like, man, if I ever had an opportunity in radio, I'll leave this job quick.
Would you?
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like there was something for me to do in there.
There's synergy. This is what you call a board, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Karen Vaughn always told me 2 things. She said, work on your error checks and know how to work this board.
Because they always need that?
Yes. A board op.
Board op.
If you could do that,
now, was you doing that right off the board in your internship, or you had to wait till the internship was over?
Absolutely not. I was in the promotions department. So that's the bottom of the barrel, baby.
That's like being at Black Expo and all that.
Okay,
like being at events and.
Yes, correct. Going out into the community, setting up the table, the tent, the speaker, having the broadcast set up for the personalities or talent to get on air. If we were doing it, it just depended on what event it was.
Whatever they needed at that time. Okay, so like, how did the role grow? What other responsibilities did you end up getting?
So I will say that I never really got on radio, you know what I'm saying? As far as being aired, like Keela got her segment or anything like that.
Okay.
But I will say, within me being there for 5-year period, I felt like I was around legends all day. Karen Vaughn, DJ King, Brittany B, B Swift, Keisha Nicole. My mentor was Miss E-Class. She was with Cummins.
Yeah.
So she's in a different radio station, but in the same Indianapolis market.
Yeah.
And I'm around all these legends. Jerry Wade, I'd be remiss if I didn't say his name, because we actually have the same birthday, and when he passed, it really took a toll on the whole community. Because when you hear the Lover Man, and he be like, hey, what's up, superstar? Like, I miss that.
What was some of the advice? Did you get any advice from E-Class or Swift?
I'm still getting advice for E-Class. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Erica Pierce. Coleman. She just got married. Okay. Excuse me. Miss E-Class is still my mentor to this day. She was the first person to really pass the mic to me. She called me up one day, and we were both on a panel at Ivy Tech that Jason Miller was hosting for women who were doing excellent things in the community. And when I first heard her talk, she just had like this soft tone that just made me feel like right at home.
Okay.
And basically I asked her that day, I said, will you be my mentor? She said, yeah, what do you need? And I said, I want to host.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want to host, but people say, what hosting experience do you have?
Yeah.
And I didn't have any. But now I'm around, Swift, Karen, Jerry Wade, King, DJ King, and Kenny Kicks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm watching what they do. I know what I can do this.
Yeah, I think it all starts with a desire.
Yeah.
As long as you got that desire first, you can do anything you put your mind to. That's what I believe.
Definitely.
I don't got no hosting experience either. I've watched hours and hours and hours of radio interviews. I've listened to hours of Karen Vaughn and Ebro, and I actually wanted to bring up Hot 97 a bit, because I used to listen to Hot 97 a lot, and recently they just did a shake up as far as their morning show and everything. One of my things that I noticed with radio is that there's not a lot of like once somebody get in that position, they don't really move over for the youth and the up and comers. I feel like Breakfast Club is doing a good job right now with Jess and Lauren.
What's that baby girl? That's the other girl.
Lauren.
Whatever her Instagram name, she's doing great.
Lauren LaRosa.
Yeah, she's a bad mamma jamma, and she really stepped into that role full throttle. She's very knowledgeable about the source, anything that's going on, and I think that makes her light shine even more. Jess has the comedic but authoritative role in the Breakfast Club. I don't watch. This is another thing that I think people should know. That's a fun fact about me. I don't watch other people's interviews. It's unless I know hey, they're coming to the city, I'm about 2 steps away from interviewing them.
Okay.
hear a snippet, but I don't listen to podcasts like I should. I did subscribe to you on YouTube. Don't get it twisted.
Okay.
You know, that night I went home and I even shared it with Aisha. I was like, look, baby, it's on the screen. But I don't listen to it because I don't want to get lost. It's not that I don't believe. I just don't want to get lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Because I can hear how you do one thing, and I'll be like, I'm gonna apply this to mine. Yeah. But I know that people be like, "Hey, she stole that from me."
But I was gonna say, is that a bad thing though? If
not all the way, but it just depends on who you dealing with for real. Because this is my city. As much as I love my city. You know, one person could do one thing and then you'll have 50,000 comments on Facebook saying they stole this from me and everybody jumping bandwagon.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. I will say I'm more of like a sponge when it comes to this though. I am learning from everybody. Like just even people I follow online, like I'll say that openly, like, man, I'm trying to learn from y'all. Like especially the ones that's younger than me. You know, I don't know everything, so I'm constantly just trying to update my software.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Cause they quick with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they quick.
But yeah, back to the like radio thing. Yeah, like I would see people coming up like through High 97, like Deani, Scotty Beam, people coming up. I'm like, oh, I can't wait till she get the mic, or I can't wait to, and I'd be like, damn, they ain't moving. And I think
that's a little bit. I don't mean to cut you off, but I will also say, you know, Swift told me one time, you know, when he started that. He was at the bottom, like the bottom in promotions. He was running around. I forget who was on air at the time, but he was talking about he would go get coffee, he would go get food, you know, just ripping and running, doing anything it took to get to that next step. And he said that when I got to the station at that time, he was like, you think it's not 100 of you people like want to be on air? It is 100, but it's about your work ethic and your consistency. And that's why it was very important. Even though, you know, Karen Vine saying, work on your air checks. At one point when I had got pregnant with my son, I was getting up at 5 a.m. to catch the bus to go to the radio station to learn the board from Jules while I'm pregnant.
Wow.
And it's like, and I'm working AM. You work the AM board. Like no matter what, you do AM 1310 board.
I want to ask a real basic question though, just for people that don't know, what is an air check?
Okay, so an air check is, I'm going to give you an example right now. I'm going to do one right now. Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your girl, the Polished Lady. Check it out. I am here on the Well-Versed Show. That's an air check.
That's an air check. Yeah. I need to work on my air check, y'all. See? But exactly, right here, I'm learning, right here, you know, right here in the flesh. So, you know, you worked in radio up until 2020. Now, what point, because I know it wasn't it was probably before 2020. At what point are you starting to formulate Polished Lady?
Okay, so really, I had no intentions of, you know, pursuing the Polished Lady as a business, a media company. I really didn't. I just knew, because my on-air name, personality name was going to be Keila Keys. I was going to stick with, you know, my name and then add the keys because I got the keys to success. Okay. I was going to keep that. But then WTLC had their 50th anniversary and they were having a women's panel. So I go into our general manager at the time, Dion Livingston. Shout out to you. And I'm like, I schedule a meeting with him. I'm so excited. I'm like, yeah, I'm on his books. I'm finna tell him what I want. And so I go into his office. I said, hey, Dion, I want to moderate the women's panel for WTLC's 50th anniversary. And he said, 1, who follows you? And 2, who will show up for you? These 2 questions he asked me before he told me no. Before he told me no. And then he asked me, why would I choose you over our international recording artist, Moni Love? Me personally, I don't know Moni Love. I just know she's downstairs. I know that her daughter is named after the Colts team or something like that. It was until later when I got into my appreciation for music to understand her positioning in internationally and globally, how she shaped the culture.
Yes. That's interesting too, because it it's something about being able to go back, and I feel like in today's time with streaming, we have the ability to go back and do our history and then stand corrected. And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Definitely.
You know, so that was interesting. He asked you who follows you. Like, so what did that make you think? Like, damn. So I have to even though I'm being a moderator, I still have to bring my own audience.
For sure.
Or I have to have a large enough audience that commands that I should be that moderator.
Most definitely. So at the time, keep in mind, I think this was Waleed born at this time? I don't know. I don't know. My son was born in 2018. But all I can tell you is that night, I recorded my first video and I was like, I'm going to show him something. I'm going to show him something because, you know, this is my city, my home state. I went to Nora Elementary. I was in Washington Township District. I went to West Lane. I live on Riviera. I was in CLD, Center for Leadership Development, Delta Gyms, Harvest Girls International. So it was so many. I did not know that I was building my network when I was a shorty. Like, I've been building my network for a long time. So everything he would talk about in the monthly meetings with the whole staff about we need to be more engaged with the community. We need to be showing up and showing service and stuff. I was already doing that on my own accord though, not knowing. And so he put forth that fire, and I think I hopped on YouTube and I just reshared it recently on my first interview or video on YouTube, and then I was like,
was it just you in it?
Yes, it was just me, and yes, I was moderating for Indianapolis Black Expo's Youth Summit.
Okay.
So I was the actual MC for the whole weekend.
Okay.
Yes, and they had paid for the hotel room. Shout out to y'all.
What?
Shout out to y'all. They paid for the hotel
What year
room.
is this?
I didn't get no check. It was 2016, 15.
Okay.
How many? 8 years ago. You go back 8.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
And basically, I dropped in. I said, hey, you guys, it's your girl, the Polished Lady. I'm about to start doing interviews in the community. I'm charging, I think I said $35.
Okay.
And boom. People
Just
was
popped
hitting me
from
up.
there.
It was going
Because
like,
it was always, they watched you grow up, probably, a lot of people.
yes, they did. And they knew. Like, I've been told, Keela, you're talking too much in class. You have to do the lecture. Quiet down. What they didn't know is they were silencing my gift. And I accelerated. You know, I thought that I was shy my whole life because I was bullied, but it wasn't that. It was just like I didn't see things how they saw things.
Yeah.
And then my ability to articulate certain things and how I view them, it's beyond me, you know. I've always heard my grandma say, you've been here before. You know, like I got old soul. So I could see things coming before other people can't see it.
So you feel like
Visionary.
you always had your voice, so you didn't have to go through a process of finding your voice? Because for me, I feel like I probably was a little bit more reserved as I was growing up, but I always knew I had something to say. And then as I got older into my 30s and I became kind of thrust into a leadership position, because I'm a father as well, I just started finding my voice more and more. And then like the more experience I get and the more I kind of go through adversity in my life and come out on the other side, I really started to get my confidence and like
I'm cocky with it.
you know what I'm saying? And what I'm doing with this is just, you know, using this as a vehicle just to show people, you know, myself and my voice, but also, you know, use a lane like music to kind of, you know, be the catalyst for it. You know, nothing tabloidy or nothing like that. I'm really passionate about music. You know, I really used to sit there at the radio, wait till, I'll tell this story. Cameron had this song called Horse and Carriage featuring Mace. This was like 96. And
period. What time did Hey Ma come out? That's
that
a
was
quiz
2001.
question. Oh shoot. Okay.
See, I think we had LimeWire by then. But see, before LimeWire and all that, you had to wait and hit play and pause. Record and play at the same time and record your song. That's how I made that was early playlists, early mix CDs or whatever. So, you know, that was my start. And then,
That's tight.
so yeah, we talked about radio. I wrote here the lack of human connection. I think I heard you say something about the lack of human connection, and that's interesting because we have all these tools to communicate with each other, yet there's still a lack of communication.
Well, I'm not okay.
Human connection.
I can't even say that it was first because of COVID. I can't say that because when I was at ISU in 2013, I would literally sit in the student center and I would sit on a bench as people are about to exit out the door. I would be like, hi. I would watch people see me do that to other people and start putting their head down or picking up their phone. I mean, like take their phone out their pocket to avoid saying hello. I literally don't need nothing from you. And I think, sometimes when you get a call from somebody you ain't heard from in a while, you be like, what you want?
Yeah, we be on guard.
Yes, because we so traumatized.
Yeah.
But it really don't even gotta be that. That's where the lack of, human connection come from. And then add on top of that, COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get up in the house. So the whole world can shut down. I can too. I don't think we have reset our minds to know that it's okay to be like, hey, I want to get up with you. You know what I'm saying? What you got going on? I just want to check on you because I still have family members, friends I've been friends with for over 5, 10 plus years. Like, what you want? Yeah. Just making sure you good. You ain't got to duck my call. I don't need a thing.
Yeah.
Unless you talking to God on a direct line, I don't need a thing.
Right. Yeah, and I think sometimes too, like when it comes to family and people close to you, certain conversations require accountability. And we sometimes avoid because I don't want to have to hold myself accountable, or I'm afraid to say that I was wrong about something.
For sure.
And that's just something that we kind of have to overcome.
I will tell you this, that recently somebody slid in my DMs and asked me was I best friends with my best friend of 13 years from elementary school. And I didn't respond to him because it was 3-something in the morning. It was like, why are you in my DMs? Normally, if it's a business call, I'm about it because I'm up. But it just made me go back, to immediately the next morning. I got up, I texted her cousin, I went on Google, social media, trying to find this best friend who I know I wronged. You know what I'm saying? As we were roommates in college together. And I said something to her and her mom was mad. Her little sister was going off on me and I couldn't understand what I said that was so wrong. But it wasn't what I said that was wrong. It was my delivery. And now in this season, my auntie is always, well, from the start, she told me, you only get a few good friends. And those few good friends, you got to protect them. Yeah. Because some people got ill intentions for your life. They come into it, they see your light, especially me. I'm gonna tell you for real, like people see my light and be like, I'm gonna befriend her, I'm gonna get close to her, I'm gonna learn what I can learn, and I'm gonna run off on the plug. I'm the plug, in case you missed it. They think they can do what I do, but it's this is who I am. This is my personality. This ain't no gimmick. This ain't a trend I'm following. I've literally shown up in my life like this my whole life.
Now it shines through like over the screen that you have an anointing.
Thank you.
I could see that. I could feel that when I didn't even know who you was, and I was just telling Aisha, like, man, Polished Lady, man, like she's really good at what she do. It just some people just got that energy about them where even like through the phones, and we say human connection, it's not always like direct touch.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's about how you make people feel over the screen. I'm hoping that I'm, making people feel good over the screen. But yeah, human connection is something that, is lacking. And I heard a quote. I listened to a lot of Iyanla Vanzant stuff.
Oh, okay. Go on. You better improve your life.
Yeah, right. I like to fix my life.
That's right.
She be dropping bars, and she said, the greatest gift you can give is a conversation. And I resonate with that. I feel like these conversations are gifts. you know, like first between each other, and then when we share it to the world, you know, it'll be a gift to the world. And human connection, it starts with conversation. It starts with just relating to people and meeting them halfway, and building community.
Definitely.
You know, it's all steps. You know, from conversation to connection, building community. So I have here also. You're an event host.
Yes.
Now you said you moderated that event at the expo.
It was for the beauty. It was a beauty expo that Olivia.
Oh, a beauty expo.
Yes, Satterfield was putting on.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay. Lord.
Do you
Sorry.
do you got any current events on the horizon that you getting ready to host?
Oh, yes, most definitely. So on February the 7th, I will be doing a why social media is important and how to utilize for your business with the Indianapolis Professional Association. That will be at 9:30. I do not think it will be an internet, so you got to come see us.
Okay.
And that is free. The location is tentative. I will update you as soon as possible. Okay. But if you find Indianapolis Professional Association, I will be teaching a class at 9:30 in the morning. That's a Saturday, February 7th. Come on now.
Incredible. Yes, because we all could use a brushing up. I know I can use a brushing up on social media, and like I'll be trying my best to keep up and stuff, like with my page and stuff. As far as your, you know, as Polished Lady, all your pages, how often should someone post? You know what type of stuff? How do you go about your attack to social media personally?
Okay, so I don't want to say put a number on it because it just really depends on your brand and what you're trying to convey to your audience. But one thing I will say that I like to do is bulk content. You know, if you're dressed real well one day, well versed, okay, very polished, clock that. Did y'all see what I did there? Clock that. If you're dressed really good one day, make 3 reels. One of you sitting in the chair doing your air check. Another, a time-lapse video of you moving this. I don't know what this is, but do it and put your favorite song in the background and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like have that going, and that way you're able to get content, because a lot of people are scared of talking to the camera.
Yeah. I was for a while.
You don't have to be.
I went from not, like, we don't take selfies to those the only pictures I really got of myself. You know, just I think a lot of people deal with that.
Now I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, you said like the Chicagoan area.
Yeah.
Are you from Gary?
Yeah.
Okay. That explains a lot. Okay, I got a brother. He's from Gary. Shout out to my brother Pluto.
Oh, your brother's from Gary?
Yep.
Oh,
yep. Young Pluto Weeze. He's also an engineer, producer.
Okay.
Yes.
Is he still there now?
No, he's in Atlanta.
Okay.
I was just in his music video too. Hey. The Polished do it all. Y'all know.
I'm proud of my city. You know,
y'all.
A lot of us be proud.
219 Bears. Y'all got the 219 Chicago Bears.
The Bears, y'all.
The Gary Bears. Are they Gary Bears?
Crossed. Yeah.
They Gary Bears. Yes, and then y'all got the Black Mayor.
Yes, Mayor Eddie Melton.
Yep, y'all got the Black Mayor. Y'all about to redo the convention. I've never been to Gary. So this is something I've been telling all my Gary friends who are transplants in Indianapolis.
For sure.
We gonna do a ride along. Y'all gonna take me to the H&J's. I need to go to the H&J's. I need to, I already talked to Lil Cat. I said I need to do an interview with you. You know, I want Jonesy to shoot. You know, Uncle Jonesy.
Yeah, I know Jonesy.
Okay, that's my dog. We met in Atlanta.
Shout out Jonesy, on TikTok and Instagram, and I know his brother too, Dominic.
Period.
Yeah.
See,
I went to school with Dominic. I think Jonesy might be younger. I'm a year older than Dominic, so. But a lot of us, we know each other. Speaking of community, you know, I'm proud of the fact that like no matter where we go, like we find the community of each other in that city.
For sure.
Because before I came to Indianapolis, I was in Fort Wayne, and I went to school in Fort Wayne, and
Lord.
and even
I got a bad experience with one girl in Fort Wayne, and then she portrays the whole entire Fort Wayne to me in my head. But I try to brush past it because, you know, sometimes I be getting business. At Indiana State.
At Indiana State.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Scary time. Scary times.
That's one of our homes away from home. So I want to know about your music influences growing up. Who was playing music in the house? What was they playing?
Love that. So like I said, my parents are older. My dad is 79. I'm currently his caregiver. Okay. And so he's playing Tyrone Davis. Can I Change My Mind? Y'all don't know nothing about that. Just My Imagination. You know what I'm saying? Like the music that you play on Sunday mornings to clean the house and had the windows up. Yeah. That's when we step in, we doing all of that. My dad's from Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Okay. My mom's from Indianapolis, right? So check and dig. Babyface Kenneth Edmonds is my cousin. Not Babyface Ray, y'all. Cause every time I say Babyface is my cousin, they be like Babyface Ray? Yes. Wow. So his mother, Barbara Jean Edmonds, she named me. My name was supposed to be Kayla. Okay. But then she was in the emergency room. She said, give that baby something different. Keela is who I became. Okay. And then to know that I lived in the same childhood home. Like my mom still lives there on Riviera. And Babyface grew up on that block, like all the Edmonds boys. So if you know anything about like his upbringing and stuff like that, like what is it, 5 or 6 of them?
Because they was from the west side too, right?
Yep. Yeah. Northwest. I mean, you know where Michigan Road Library is? Not too far from here.
62nd.
Period. You know, one street over. That's Riviera.
Oh, going east, 1 block east. Or 1 block
I'm going to believe you. Never eat shredded wheat.
Is that how you remember eating?
Yes.
Okay.
Never eat shredded wheat.
So it's over there by that library. I know exactly. By the key place right there.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah. I've been here 11 years now. Like Indianapolis has become like, a home for me. I love it here. Then I do some driving for work, so I'm always up and through these different streets. Okay. I remember I used to when I first started driving down here when I was in college, I would get lost. I tell this story about how I came down here to visit this girl one day, and she worked in the fashion mall at BB. But I didn't know where none of that was and stuff. So and I finally got to 465. I called her so I could see where she was at. She ain't answered. So like I'm driving around 465 like 3-4 times.
Oh Lord.
It just in a circle. And because I didn't really know.
Did you ever see the girl?
Not that night. Later.
Oh, she would have been paying me for gas money. I don't care.
Yeah, we don't speak today, but yeah, it used to be. What I'm trying to say is that it used to be a very big city to me, and now I kind of know it like the back of my hand.
Yeah, that's one thing I can appreciate about my hometown is it's 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there. Yeah. I don't care where you going, but when I'm in Atlanta or Dallas, it's an hour out. You got to travel. Especially if y'all know what I'm talking about, ladies. When you best dressed. You dress to impress. It take you a minute to get it all together. So then you got to be an hour on time, ahead of time, and then beat traffic. Add 2 hours. You got to be ready in 2 hours if you want to get to your event on time in Atlanta. Yeah, that's crazy work. That's why I ain't moved yet.
I ain't moving no time soon either. But they was playing old school in the house. But when did you start listening to the stuff that like this what I like?
Okay. So 6th grade, they done messed up. Bath and Body Works, it was a Christmas gift. They done gave me an MP3 player. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. With the USB. Boy, we was in the game. Yep. Plus YouTube converter to MP3. Yeah. I don't know if I'm supposed to be saying this on camera.
A large percent of my library right now on my computer is from them converters.
Thank you, Lord. Because, I did have an iPod, but that was later. Yeah. But I remember, I was listening to Tupac. I didn't have no business. My Ambitious as a writer. Yeah. Why? Why was I listening to that? Especially in a house where you can't do no gyrating. It's called gyrating, not twerking. Yeah. Literally, you guys, I did not move my hips. I never went to a house party outside of 2013. I never got to... I was sheltered. What? I had bars on my childhood room door, but that's just how the house was built. But there was no sneaking out. There was no basketball games, football game. I only went to one homecoming game.
Wow. So you only child?
my dad's only child. My older sister on my mom's side, we're 17 years apart, so she's been out the house.
Oh, so you growing up in the house by yourself?
Yeah.
They trying to protect you and all that. Got you.
Yes, and so when I started listening to music, it was all the freaky stuff. It was the freaky stuff. It was Fire and Desire, Rick James and Tina Marie. It was old school, but it's like. Okay. And then Atlantic Star. Why all the cheating songs sound so damn good? Why they tell the
what song
old
they got
school?
that was cheating?
Secret Lovers, you heard that?
Oh, Secret Lover. That's Atlantic Star?
Yes.
See, you put me on right now.
Oh, man. Biscuits.
Yeah.
I don't know why all the cheating songs. I'm not a cheater, y'all.
Me and Mrs. Jones.
Oh, hello, we got a thing going on.
We got a thing going on.
You see what I'm saying? But it's much too strong. And see, what I appreciate about the old school is that they were really storytelling. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? In today's, like when Future say it, yeah, love my bitch, shut your bitch, I'm like, all right, Future, you saying some gangster shit, but you mumbling it.
Yeah, what I like about the music back then too is that they use innuendo. All the innuendo has been lost now.
In the sauce.
We getting right to the point, which is cool sometimes, but I think it's a little bit, you can be a little bit more creative when you use the innuendo in the music. And you can kind of, you know what I'm saying, put things in some different words. For sure,
for sure. Yeah, like Juicy Fruit. What?
Right.
What?
Because then they make it to where the kids think you just talking about some bubble gum.
Some fruit. That's it. That's
exactly what you're talking about. Brown sugar, you know. So, absolutely. So, you didn't buy no CDs? You probably was.
Yes, I had the Beyonce Dangerously in Love. Yes. Yeah, I had to have that. Yeah. Had Ashanti's Cron Creek Rose. That was my first time hearing T.I. on Still Down.
Still Down, yeah.
Tell me are you still down for a girl like me? Yeah. Cause I don't wanna be just another memory.
I used to get a lot of burn CDs, of course, but going and buying that real CD, I used to love it because I used to go straight to the book because I wanted to see like if they had lyrics, what was the lyrics? I like looking at the credits, like where did they record it at, where the studio at, and all of that. And I feel like we starting to get that now, where you go on Apple Music and you can see the credits. But it's not as detailed as those CDs.
Absolutely not, because if you want to support your local artists, they do not have lyrics, and I'm against that. I'm against it.
I wonder how you submit the lyrics on Apple Music.
They need to figure it out. Figure it out quick. That's my advice to you.
Because I know the podcast app, it'll...
What's that other show? What's that other show where they do the lyrics? Like Rap Lemonade, something?
Genius.
Genius, yes. Because they genius with that shit.
Yeah. And we need more of those too, just to break it down. And I be wanting to hear the artist like explanation why you say that, why you use that line. So you got a book you working on?
Right now I'm currently so the book is definitely there. Me and my son co-wrote a book.
Okay.
So it's coming.
Okay.
And it's about his Yes Day. And so he basically came up to me. He was like, "Mom," and for those of you who don't know, the Polished Prince 1 is his name on Instagram. Go check out my baby. And he was like, "Mom, I want to have. Can I have a Yes Day?" I said, "Hell no. If you're a black mom, you know exactly what he was asking me, and especially if you know my child, he was asking me to do whatever the hell."
Yeah.
No. No. We gonna shut it down.
I'm familiar with Yes Days. I've heard of them. I don't be giving them out like that, but I've heard of them. Like my
Sounds
daughter,
outrageous.
Yeah, my daughter's turning 6 on Wednesday.
Okay, happy birthday!
And we kind of gave her a little bit of a Yes Day yesterday, but then her birthday is Wednesday, so she'll probably have a little sprinkle of a Yes Day after she got out of school. Yeah.
Well, see, at that age, you could control it, like a little ice cream, a little movie, whatever.
Little Sky Zone or something.
Yeah, that. But see, listen, my son is 7 going on 70. Because like I said, I have an old soul. So when I think I know something, oh, baby, I don't. Because he going to take it to another level. So
in the book, is it like, would the story kind of give like a moral of like, you know, yeah, you got a Yes Day, but
Within limits.
Within limits.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's what
absolutely. Because I was worried when
I love that.
I said, because this is what I did, you guys. Instead of just telling him no, I gave him another alternative. I said, listen, from the book sales, I opened up him a bank account. I connected it to his college 529 plan. Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, so listen, check it in. You can open up a savings account for your child and start putting money in there, and then it also diversifies. It's non-taxed money. So I started that when I found out I was pregnant with him, and then he can use it for trade school. He can use it for college if he so chooses. And when I lost my 21st Century Scholarship and all of that stuff in college, I didn't like the feeling of I couldn't go nowhere but to a loan. So I wanted to create, stability and have him a pile of money that he can draw from.
Now, how can a person lose their 21st Century Scholar? Like, what was it, like GPA based or?
Yes, it was the GPA. Because like I said, I was getting bullied. I wasn't going to classes and stuff. I would run to my professor's office hours after whenever they were. It was certain times I could be in the main dining room area and stuff. But I was completing my work, but I was in my room doing it. You see what I'm saying? And they were like, you're not showing up to class. We still got to mark you.
But they didn't know the situation?
Oh, yeah, they were aware. They said, man... Sometimes I feel bad that my parents raised me right. You know what I'm saying? Because you expect everybody else to be raised with that same sentiment, but no. And so, I will follow protocol. Like protocol is I live by the law.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your word is your bond. That's how my auntie taught me. So when that bullying situation was happening, I was like, okay, go tell an adult, tell an authority figure. All they would do was have me write a police report, go grab her, and then now she talking about she gonna kill me. Like, what? And making her mad, agitating her. And I didn't see this woman punch cement walls. I didn't see her fight men on the street. And she was from Gary. So,
Word.
my daddy always told me, never back down from a fight, but you also got to pick your battles. And I'm like, I didn't see you really whoop a man. Really. I mean, dogged him. And I've only had a couple of fights growing up, but nothing major.
Yeah.
But at that point, I was like, hey,
I think sometimes you just got to show that you're willing to fight. Yeah,
well, we ended up, her friends, they all called me up in the hallway. She punched me in my forehead. And other than that, I got away. I don't remember how. I don't remember the subject, but it was all of them. And I was like, am I getting jumped? That was like, like the theory going through my head, like, am I getting jumped? But it was like a tap on the forehead and then I was gone.
Okay.
I was protected. The whole time I was protected.
Yeah. That's still unfortunate though. And I feel like that university should have had more things in place, more resources for you. I
went to go see a counselor, but
they ain't trying.
Hello.
Yeah.
She's still out there.
Yeah.
But I think I seen her recently in the city.
Oh yeah.
I think I seen her recently. I was at Eskenazi Blackburn or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think she had like 2 kids with her. Yeah. She just looked as sad. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a cut, and I wonder, does she know that she caused me to dim my light?
Yeah.
And I remember Dr. Jefferson saying, never dim your light for anyone. And she was my African American studies teacher at ISU.
Okay.
And it's crazy. At least I didn't want to judge her. You know what I'm saying? I see you with 2 kids, you doing the humpback with the car seat kind of situation.
When you seen her in the city, she had her kids with her.
Yes. And it's just like, she looked down. But if you
saw you and looked down?
No.
Oh.
I don't think she recognized who I was at the time. And me and her, we have been blocked. I blocked her a long time ago, so I don't know if she still got the page or whatever.
Right.
But if you know me, I have a servant heart, and I want to give. Any way I can help you out or, connect you to a resource that I know about that's going to better your life, I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? But I wonder, did she ever think about what she said and what she did? And do she know that right now, today, I'm not saying I got millions and trillions of dollars, but I'm sure I could have connected her with something that would give her some relief.
Yeah.
Because I know what it looked like to be a tired black woman.
Exactly. And I feel like the thing with bullying is that a lot of times the quote unquote bully is just going through something themselves. It's never it's almost never personal.
Yeah.
You know, the energy they giving to you is just really just misdirected anger. They done went through some stuff.
Definitely.
And they upbringing. It don't make them right, but you kind of still got to practice like that empathy. You know, I still try to do that too.
Now I got a question for you.
Yeah.
With you being from Gary, because I got a few friends from Gary,
For sure.
and you know, you talked about. I mean, y'all have this skin of trauma. That's what I like to call it.
Okay.
Because the outside world, if you don't know about Gary,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know why you have this skin of trauma.
Okay.
Because I say that because no pictures. That's a comment. Like, y'all always moving, y'all always checking the door, the outlets. You know,
yeah.
like I'm like, what you see? Who coming to get us? You know, like being very aware. And then I'm asking that to ask, like, in a city of like, are we country? I don't know. Some people say the Midwest is country and Indianapolis is country. I don't know. Yeah. People be like, why are you being so friendly to me? Was that hard adapting to Indianapolis culture when you first got here and being like, why are you talking to me? What you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's your mans and them? Were you ever like that, or you are always open?
Well, by the time I got to Indianapolis, I was like 25 probably. So I had kind of worked through that, I guess, skin of trauma. But I think what you're describing is just being alert. I know when I first moved here, I didn't really want my face card out there like that. And that comes from kind of that trauma too. You know, like you come into a city, you too loud in this mug, like don't know how to move yet. That's how you know what I'm saying? That's how you can wind up in trouble.
Definitely.
But when I first got here, I was really just going to work, and coming home, going to work, and coming home. And then after a couple of years went by, like I would go to some stuff. I'll look at social media, see they having something. I just pop up in there by myself and just started to get to know people. But I found I already had community here already too that I grew up with at home. And one of my close friends, she would always bring me with her to stuff and be like, "Oh, this is so and so," because she moved straight here from high school. I graduated in 2007, so she been here since she was here from 2007 to when she moved. So she would always help me get to know people, and I bump into people I grew up with and maybe lost connections with. So I didn't really have no trouble, but when I'm in the spot though, I am looking like this. And it's just natural though, you know.
I mean, it's a crazy world out there. So, you know, be alert, like you said, and aware of your surroundings. But I think because I have so many loved ones that are from Gary, and I've lost so many people in close proximity,
it's really
I'm like
pride. That. It's really a pride thing too, because, you know, everybody did not make it, you know, so you just feel blessed and honored. And then it's just like a resilience from overcoming certain circumstances too. It's like, man, some people grew up bad, you know, or we didn't have a lot. So we're just grateful for the things that we do have, and we just see opportunity. A lot of us came down here for opportunity.
That's
Nothing
it. Y'all
more,
don't like our water. And get something in our water. I gotta try this water y'all got in Gary. The way water, y'all talking, the way
I mean,
y'all
be
talking about this
Lake
water.
Michigan. I mean,
I need to know what's up in it. I need to know what's up in it.
People do rave about the water up there. You know,
I'm telling you, when I do this ride along, I don't know if you're gonna be in the city or what, but I'm going.
Yeah, definitely. You know, people should go to Gary. Find a reason to go. Just drive through when you're going to Chicago. Just drive through. Go to the casino. Go to Hard Rock Casino. Go get you a bite to eat somewhere. It's not what people think. You know, it's really kind of chilled out a whole lot.
Praise God.
A whole lot. And I love what Eddie Melton is doing. When I see him on social media and I see the moves he's making, you know, he inspires a young black man like me. I'm like, damn, if Eddie Melton can do it.
And he don't play that. Ooh, he was on social media. He was on social media telling them,
And we got to stop doing that to Eddie too, man. Let Eddie work. Soon as y'all don't see, soon as the snowfall and there ain't no truck outside, y'all ready to jump on social media commenting about Eddie ain't bringing the trucks out. Let Eddie work, man. I feel like Eddie has earned the right to cook. And we need to
whipping in the kitchen, baby.
We definitely gotta let him cook, man. And he's paving the way for somebody like me to maybe get into politics one day. We don't know.
Okay.
We don't know.
I can see that as long as you know, when you do your campaign, you gotta.
Yeah, I'm gonna incorporate music in it, whatever I do. But I definitely want to continue to serve my community. Like in the community I live in now here in Indy, I have planted a lot of seeds. I've been involved in youth basketball and.
My son just joined that YMCA.
That's where it starts for a lot of kids.
Practice was rough yesterday. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, so like I'm an active board member on the Pike Youth Basketball League. I coached Pike Youth Basketball for 3 years.
Okay. You find out something new. You think you know a person.
So like, I love to serve the community. I also have a business I operate here in the city. So I'm out here. I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely outside. I'm planting positive seeds. Okay, moving on. Charlene, like how did Anthony Hamilton Charlene get introduced to you?
Yeah,
that's 2004.
Yeah. Great time to be alive. I've actually met Anthony Hamlin and have his cookbook. It's pretty tasty. So Charlene was coming on. We're on the way home. Home is Hopkinsville, Kentucky. It's not my home. I was born in Indianapolis, but when my dad's in the car and Uncle Fuzzy's driving, Charlene comes on. And I'm like, what? She says she's tired that I'm always on the road. Okay. Too hard to swallow being alone.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like, I'm feeling what you're putting down.
Yeah.
But it's also like, dang, you ain't even been in a relationship. You ain't lived with nobody. You don't know nothing of these people. You have not experienced any of life.
Yeah.
In 2004, no, I didn't. But I felt it in my spirit.
Yeah, ain't that crazy though?
Yes.
That music can do that. I do that same thing when it comes to D'Angelo Lady. I ain't have a lady yet. I was like 9. But I'm like, dang, this must be how I feel when you got a girl.
I'm gonna do my big one with her, brown sugar baby.
Yeah, like man, I can't wait to. But yeah, it's like certain music. You just gotta. It's like it's like when your parents buy you a jacket that's 2 sizes too big. You gotta grow into it. Definitely. So even though it may have been released in '98 or 2004. I may not have listened to it till 2009, and it's like, man, I can really appreciate this now.
Yeah.
Like Usher Confessions album, that was another one. I was in high school when that came out. I had never dealt with infidelity like that at that point.
Who knew he was talking about that? I didn't know that.
Who knew he was talking about that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it just sounded good, but then
he was storytelling.
Yeah.
He's a gem.
Yeah.
Actually, what Usher just did on his tour, feeding these ladies cherries, having all these men's upset, Lord have mercy. Would you let your woman do that?
I was about to say.
Would you let your woman do that? I ain't doing it. I'm too scared. My man crazy.
I appreciate like live performances too, so I probably would.
All right, well, praise God. Ooh, yeah, you would work with somebody. All right now.
Yeah, she got good character. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't doing it. I'm scared.
I'll let that ride.
Chicken.
Because I'm just putting myself in the other person's. Like, if I put myself in that position.
Who's your favorite female artist?
Oh, man.
And you went to go see her live right now.
I'm going to say Brandy, but Brandy don't really put me in the mode that like a Maya would. Now, I love Brandy vocally, but if Maya was on stage and she wanted to give me a cherry.
Maya been celibate for that long time. Lord have mercy. Everybody is after Maya. Maya, what the hell you done did to these men?
She just
talking about my love is like whoa, and then you stop giving it. Ain't that something?
See, I mean, but sometimes when it's like whoa, you got to be selective, and I think that's what she did. But so if I was in that position, though, I wouldn't want my girl to let me get the cherry or whatever the
experience. It's about the experience.
Janet,
you'll never forget that. Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I ain't doing it. I'm chicken.
And then you said an underrated song, "Let Me Blow Your Mind."
Yeah.
Was it the beat for you that caught you?
Yeah, like drop your glasses. Shake, this one, which one? Pick one. Yeah, like she gives off my energy. Eve is someone I've always listened to. She was on the MP3 player as well. My iPod, when I first got one, it was a red Nano. Was it Nano?
Yeah.
I had I Remember on there. I had Eve on there. But Eve, she just is, if I had to pick an artist that I embody and just like wholeheartedly, her style, the way she dressed, I was like, I want them paws on me. if I didn't come from a Christian background, baby, I would have had them paws on me. But then I was a little scared because I was like, you know, how I grew up. Who gonna be touching on me and doing that?
It's something about that, her style, that just, it was like, I demand respect. You know, it's a certain artist that it's something about their delivery. It's just like
you gonna hear me, feel me.
You gonna hear me, feel me.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of her music, you know, conveyed. And then she got the song Like This with Kelly Rowland.
Yeah.
That's another one too. I don't know who produced that. I'm normally like an encyclopedia.
I told y'all I was gonna lump like this. I didn't think that I could lump like this.
Sound like a Swiss beat or something, but
it probably was.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Timberland. No, he didn't do that. But you know who another one of my favorite Hitmaker. But do you know that Hitmaker is really Young Berg?
It's Young Berg.
The business.
I call him Young Berg still.
If y'all ain't gonna never get a song like that again. I
was on board with Young Berg. That first album, Manager featuring Lloyd. What's I'ma Take You Out of Space. He had a song called Out of Space. Of course, The Business.
I watched the interview. He said he was on the X pill.
Oh, on the Outer Space?
No. On The Business, when he made the song, he was high as hell.
Yeah, I mean, I can believe that.
And I didn't want to believe it. Yeah. Because this is one of my favorite songs, so what is you saying about me?
Yeah, I didn't know he was going to turn into this huge producer and everything. You know, I knew he was talented. He a Chicago cat. He remind me of one of them cats who like he just do too much bragging and shit. You know, he's like a bragging ass dude, and you know, it's just some cats that's just like that. So, I'm not surprised he went through what he went through, but I'm glad that he didn't let it dim his light.
Amen.
I'm glad that's been a theme throughout this episode, and that may be, I'm gonna work that in the title maybe because that's so important. I got a 13-year-old daughter right now. She in the 7th grade. She's playing sports. She's playing volleyball right now. I just left from there, and I gotta keep, you know, telling her, don't let nobody, nothing stop you.
My niece is she's in volleyball, and I wanted to say to a sentiment. There was a time where she was like, I'm the only black in this volleyball league. You know, when we go to the training camps and stuff. I can't really feel her pain, but one thing I do know of that we relate on is being bullied and telling people, or people will tell you that you are less than what you believe to be and what you perform to do. Because one, they're projecting onto you. So I have this to say to all the young ladies out there, and just like parents in general, you know, nourish that creativity that they have in them. And then for the young ladies, like, never let nobody dim your light, because even if they say you talk too much at school, come home and talk to your parents and tell them, I want to do this. If somebody say they want to do a TikTok, let them do the TikTok. You ain't got to post it. Put it in the draft. Just see what type of creativity that they're working with so that you can build that bond. And then when my niece confided in me about how the girls were, you know, saying that she's, you know, too tall and she wasn't talented, skilled enough. She wanted to give up volleyball, but we encouraged her to stay because that wasn't my decision, but the encouragement piece was, this is something you're good at. You've been great at. You have been working plus years. You go to a private school. The goal is to get the scholarship. At the end of the day, you enjoy this. Even after 2 concussions, baby girl still playing volleyball. And now she's getting paid to mentor younger volleyball players. So I'm really glad and proud of her because she really do her big one.
Yeah, and throughout whatever sport it is you may play, I think it's important to extract the life lessons out of it, because whatever sport you play, yeah, there's the lessons and the morals you learn from winning and losing, but it's also the lessons that you can take that you can apply to your life. I played basketball mostly, throughout high school and stuff, and I knew that my career was only gonna take me but so far. But I still use a lot of those same qualities that I used in basketball. I apply it to my everyday life.
As you should.
The discipline, the dealing with adversity, the teamwork, all of that stuff. I'm trying to get my daughter to see that too, that, hey, this is bigger than just a game. This is the game of life we playing. This is, I'm not, you don't have to go pro to make me proud or nothing like that. Just continue to do what it is that's in your heart, and move with confidence. I'm raising confident Black girls,
yes,
Black women,
as you should, and go off.
Yeah, and I don't play about that. I even be having to get on coaches sometimes because there's a standard when it comes to girls too. It's like it's constant confidence building. We're building confidence in these girls that they can take off the court, apply it to the classroom, apply it to,
It's an uphill battle, and I definitely just told my second grade teacher, I seen her at a Kwanzaa event at the end, and I told her, I said, you gave us gumption, you know what I'm saying? And when I say gumption, I mean like the authority to do so without anybody else's, say so.
Yeah.
I'm a 95 baby, you know what I'm saying? So in second grade, I had a Black teacher. And that Black teacher made me student of the month. You were conductor of a month. I still got pictures of presenting what was my favorite things. And that type of level of love and care to even go that far or to even teach us our history when we were in second grade, it still plays out in my life, because why do I care about my people so much? Because I seen my second grade teacher, she was a teacher. She cared about her students that much. And every time I see her, I'm like, I appreciate you.
Yeah, and I can definitely see you being like an inspiration to young girls that want to do media.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's in the works.
And the thing about Indianapolis too that I see coming too is that Indianapolis is becoming one of those cities that when you're doing your media run or you're promoting your movie, like these celebrities, like they got to come to Indianapolis now.
Yeah.
Like we got 520, we got people like you, we have stops where this is going to be a media hub.
Ain't it though?
Like a Chicago or just like any of these major cities, I think that's what we're building collectively.
Definitely.
So your interviews, how do you go about like questions, or you just go off of the top, or do you do your research, or how does it go for you?
When I first started, I definitely would study for about a week.
Yeah.
I would go so far down your page, find everything I could find about you. But then that was too much for me.
Okay.
It's important that I find your value system for me. And when I'm doing interviews now, I will go through your page, scroll down in a little bit, but I also don't want to listen to your interviews with him, them, and them, because then I'm going to start asking the same questions.
Okay.
I want to ask things that are authentic to my audience, which is, what have you been through? What have you overcome? And give me a positive cliff note. Okay. Those three questions are going to be embedded in my interviews, because I know adversity all too well. I think we all know, a time or two where it's got tough and we had to adapt, change, and move on. So, and then the positivity, that's just who I am. Like, you ain't going to tell me no bad stuff without telling me the good. We not going to leave off on the bad. Yeah. We going to leave off on the good foot.
Right.
So yeah, I do that. And then unless it's like, I'm going to tell you the truth. I did not know nothing about the 85 South Show. Nothing.
When you did that interview?
I had an hour.
No way.
I had an hour. A shout out to Black Indie Live.
Wow.
For the hookup. But
so they just hit you up like, you want to do this? And you was like,
an hour. The thing about media that I think a lot of people don't realize is it's impulse. Can you do it on the drop of a dime?
Yeah.
That's the question. Can you do it under pressure?
And action, go. Damn.
I believe I was the only person who
I just
got
watched
the interview.
that yesterday.
I think I was the only person who got the interview, and yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I know who DC Young Fly is.
Yeah.
I know of Chico Bean, but I've never heard them comedically. None of that. Because
not wilding out or nothing.
In my world, I am the celebrity.
Okay.
I don't chase celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't. Jada Waiter, Ari Fletcher. I am the Ari of Indianapolis. Like, make it make sense. Who has the most brand collaborations?
I see what you mean.
Who's been doing this, consistently? The only difference between them and me is they got a camera crew following them around. And, sometimes they like to do that drama stuff. Yeah. I don't play that. We got to play that Tyler Street around here.
Okay.
Because I don't want my character and my narrative to be portrayed as entertainment purposes only.
Okay.
Impact is important.
You really trying to find the story in it all.
So when you said connection in conversation, that resonated with me because I would say my word is through storytelling. Because the more we are having the conversation, but the longer and longer I sit there and let you unveil pieces of your life, that's when the story unfolds. And that's where the interview part comes from, because now we're just having genuine conversation. I don't want to go off the dome, off of all the stuff I heard about you.
Yeah.
That don't matter.
Okay. I feel that. And with me, I do some studying and stuff. It just depends on...
It's where you at in your journey for real. I would do that. I would stay up all night watching this and this and this. But then
some weeks I can't do that.
Yeah.
Some weeks I definitely done swagged it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want conversations to feel forced anyways. But once you hit them with that first or second question, they just start to flowing. I'm already loading up on what I'm about to ask next.
I love that.
Yeah. So what would you say is your favorite interview so far? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
That is so hard.
Because you've done a lot.
Gayle King, Nia Long, Lorenz Tate. You wasn't on my page long enough.
I love Gayle King.
Gayle King signed me off on approval. Really, I could really, retire.
Gayle King could feed me the cherry.
I could retire because Gayle, she stamped me. She said, Keela understands the work ethic of hard work, because she stood here in this spot and did not leave. She didn't even come see me moderate the panel because I said I would interview her. This is why I'm speaking with her today. She said that at NBA All-Star Weekend. They told me I could not get an interview with Gayle King. And baby, God made it so.
Man, she's seen you. Man, that's incredible. Who do you, top 3 people you want to have on the show for this year? Just speaking into existence. What you want
dang, that's tough. J. Cole, because he just got an album coming out February the 6th. Okay, and by my desk, I got J. Cole's picture. I had Forest Hill Drive as a CD.
Okay.
I went to go see Glorilla in concert, and I think Cardi B, she's coming here March the 14th. So I actually was here the year that before Cardi became Barty. I was here for Santa Slam. I was actually working at the radio station. And because I follow protocol, see, this is where I resent my parents, because I was doing my job. All the rest of the promo team ran to behind the scenes. So they was meeting Cardi. They had, what's the broccoli dude? Drama.
Yeah, Drum. Mm-hmm.
They was meeting Big Drum. He didn't change his name.
Something Big Shirley.
Something, baby.
Shelly.
I like that song he got with Wi-Fi with Erykah Badu. You ever heard that?
I like
that song that got me in trouble one time.
I like Cooking with Grease.
Yes, but they were back there taking pictures with Cardi B, and at the time, what song? What was one of her poppin' songs in 2015?
Before Bodak.
I think it was Bodak Yellow.
It was Bodak? Okay.
Yeah, I think it was Bodak Yellow, because before Waleed was born, Invasion of Privacy came out that week.
And 2015.
It was, yeah. Waleed was born, no.
Oh, that was 2016.
Invasion and Privacy came out 2018 because Wally was born in April.
Oh, 2018? Okay.
Invasion and Privacy. You could fact check me on it.
You want me to?
You know, do your big one. Do your big one. Yeah, but Cardi's on the list. I'm gonna just say, like, if we talking A-list,
2018, you're correct.
You know, if we talking A-list celebrities, I want Cole. Cardi's coming, and I'm still on the hunt for Big Glow. You know what I'm saying? We were so close to each other, and I remember the day that she signed the deal. She was at Mimi's on the East Side with Yo Gotti. She was set to perform because FTK.
Okay.
Is it nigga free? No, y'all know what I'm saying. I ain't trying to say that word on here.
Okay.
I'm trying to be holy. But nigga free.
What about people in the community though?
Okay, yeah. So I'm getting there. Barbara Boyd, you know, she's a legend. She was the first African American female broadcaster at WRTV6 50 years ago, like for 50 years.
Okay.
I would love an interview with her. I'm talking about some gems y'all don't know about.
Yeah.
I gotta dig deep for this.
Yeah, I'm still learning my Indianapolis like history as far as, you know, media people, radio people.
Nichelle Hayes is a really good one. I would love. She used to be the president of the library and stuff. So, and she served the interim president because whatever, somebody didn't step up to the role they were interviewing, et cetera, et cetera. So she has a lot of knowledge, and we both served on the African American History Committee Board for the public library together. I would interview her. And
do people like hit you up all the time? Like
Justin Bland. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Made Man.
Yeah, Made Man.
Yeah, that's my dog. I seen his first improv. Like
it's coming.
Yeah, we just be being funny because every time we see each other, he be like.
Yeah, it's just like some interviews, you know, it's coming. It's just like a matter of when, like whenever, you know, everything aligns, schedules align pretty much.
What about you? What you got on your agenda for 2026?
You know what? I actually do have people inquiring about being on, and
Amen.
I do appreciate that too. I be like, for real.
Yeah, you doing your big one.
Yeah. Come on. I want to interview Nori the GOAT.
Okay,
I stay talking about him.
He's a good one.
Yeah, I want to
ask him about that Thanksgiving drive he did. Okay, what you
about did? He invited me to it, and you know what? I didn't get a chance to go. I was busy, but I'm
gonna have to run back that content because that was really, really dope.
Okay,
I'm gonna have to run that content back because I did content. Ain't nobody booked me for it.
You just came up there. You was up there.
Support. Damn. I just had, but to see the canned foods and the people performing.
Yeah.
That PSA Madonna. You's a bad mama jamma.
PSA Madonna.
It's PS Madonna. He's the one who won the spot for Treese.
Okay. Z Cole.
That man cold.
Yeah.
I ain't playing.
I'm sleep on a lot of artists too. That's another thing. People be hitting me like, yeah, I got this artist or this artist. You need to have this artist on. You know. Also, I want to have Ferris Bueller. I know him as AD, but he's a DJ, real in-demand DJ here in the city.
Yeah, him and Solo always putting on.
Him and Solo. I don't think I've met Solo yet, but definitely me and Ferris we got like a history because we went to school in Fort Wayne together, and I used to do a little bit of party promotion back then too. And we actually promoted an event together in his hometown of South Bend some years ago, maybe like 2011 or something.
That's tight.
Yeah, so we kind of already got that history. I actually got people on my board over here. It's over on that side. I got your name right there, Polished Lady. I wrote that months ago.
For real?
Yeah, it probably need to go scrub it off. How long ago I put your name on there? But
that's God.
Erica Clayton through her lens.
Absolutely. E's a bad member.
Big E.
And it's her birthday season, so she offering deals and stuff. Y'all better, I don't know if we already missed it, but y'all better hop on.
Yeah, so me and Erica went to high school together. We from the same neighborhood, so.
So she from Gary?
She from Gary too.
This makes me so excited. What high school did you go to?
Lew Wallace High School.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's no longer open, but a lot of greats.
Yeah, y'all do got it. That little. Hold on, what's the school that got knocked down? Is it Lew Wallace?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then what's the other one?
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
It's closed, but it's not. It's still there.
Yeah.
They're not gonna touch Roosevelt. Who else I got?
That makes a lot of sense. Some of the baddest females I ever seen in the world come from Gary.
Well, that's true.
Some of them. That's you know what I'm saying? But they be in the house. If they ain't working, baby.
They at work. Yeah, they do be at work.
If they ain't working. Yeah. And y'all catch them one rare blue moon.
Yeah.
You be like, you from where?
Yeah. I feel like we genuine people too. Like we not phonies like that. We keep it straight with you. But yeah, who else? I know I got Lashate coming next week.
That's my girl. That's my girl. That's big. That's sis. Sis.
Lashate will be here next week. I got Dom Jackson coming back.
Okay. Woo woo woo.
I know he has a lot of events going on right now at Jovito and other places. So yeah, that's pretty much my list. DJ Nick Nasty will be here.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I'm also open too. I do still listen to podcasts. Shout out to Fake Ass Book Club, Kat and Moni. I would love to interview Kat
and Moni. Those my girls.
Yeah, if they into music, they don't talk much about music.
They into music.
Are they?
Yeah. Okay. First off, Moni, you can't get her to stop dancing, and Kat's a good time. I mean, just anywhere in general
Kat's
that they
so
are
smart.
is good energy.
Yeah, she's super intelligent. So yeah, them two. Anybody else? Still Cannon, another one of my people from Gary.
I met his people. I met his people at Treese this year.
Yeah, he was shooting for Treese.
That was fun.
He does a lot of music videos. He did Nori's video for How You What, I believe. Yeah, those are some of the people I want to interview. But, just timing got to be right. I'm also not afraid to get on this mic by myself and get solo episodes, which I do that every once in a while, too.
Mm-hmm. I can't wait. I can't wait to hold you accountable and say you knocked that out, friend.
Yes.
Come on now. Shake on it.
Yes, thank you.
We did that.
I need the accountability. And I love the community that's growing just through this show. And like the collaboration, it's something that I always looked forward to having when I moved to Indianapolis. I really love the art scene here. I was in these other towns and we ain't had that. And I was trying to cultivate it, mm-hmm. But it's hard when you don't have a lot of like-minded people in the community that want to actually come together. Yeah, they'd rather see your stuff sink. So, again, I appreciate you for taking your time out, for coming, and
thank you so much for having me. It's been a joy. Now you also got to come up with, you got a name for your community yet?
Oh, the Well-Versed community?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I'm open to suggestions though.
WVs.
The WVs. The WVs.
WVs. Hold on. Oh, I did that backwards.
WV community. Subscribe to the YouTube.
WVs.
Follow on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. I've been getting a lot of traction on Facebook. Maybe it's because I'm old, but I appreciate it all. I like feedback. I like, if something ain't right, I want to hear it. Don't mean I'm going to always follow what you say, but, this is an open door. Keila, do you have anything else coming up that you're promoting outside of the one thing you mentioned?
I can say you guys were working on a documentary about me. And it's my first time putting all the pieces together, but hopefully in the fall of 2026, you guys will be able to be at that premiere and check out some of my story. The sentiments that I want to convey in the documentary is adversity never stopped me from shedding light on anyone or anything.
Okay.
So that's like the whole message.
Okay.
I watched Renaissance and got really inspired by her Beyonce's Process.
Okay.
I also met Mama Knows. That was exciting.
You did?
I did.
Damn.
So you wasn't deep in my Instagram. You was at the top of the text. But it's
I also wanted to be genuinely surprised by, like, on camera, like, you know. So I didn't want to know everything, but I wanted some little pieces, but I wanted some reveals to happen.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I can dig that. I felt that. In this moment, you was like, Beyonce Mama? Yeah, I'm in Mama Knows.
Because the viewer gonna be like, dang, she talked to Mama Knows, and they gonna go find it and be like, oh, okay. Yeah.
Legit. Mm-hmm.
Legit. Because I did show my daughter the DC Young Fly, the 85 South one. I'm like, and then you was interviewing these girls in Gamebridge. I was like, see, she be at the Pacers Stadium too.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, like, who's gonna produce it? Like,
so right now, my center photographer will be Jay Reels.
Okay.
So shout out to you and my production manager. I'm actually co-production manager. Like, I'm like the 50 Cent. You know when it's the executive producer?
Yeah.
Keela McKee. Okay, the polished lady. Yeah. And Andrea Harding.
Okay.
So yeah, so right now I'm in the process of about to start crowdfunding for that.
Okay.
And putting all the pieces together.
Okay, and somebody wants to donate, where can they
I do have PayPal, and you can find me at thepolishedlady.km@gmail.com. But also I could provide, that's my email address as well. I could provide a QR code or something, send it to you, and maybe you could place it in the video.
For sure.
I appreciate your time. This was really dope, and the reason why I wanted to do Well-Versed show, because I really love the energy, the environment. Like you say, you have earthy tones, but you know, when I'm looking, like, I love Ronald. We didn't get to talk about my love and how I think he should be my husband, but no, we don't. I'll be here all night. But yeah, I love Ronald, and you know, just being able to watch your interview with Aisha. Shout out to The Rose. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And just being in here and just in the environment, to be in the space after you watch an interview, you like, that guy is dope. I want to be involved.
Man, I appreciate it so much. And I got to give a big shout out to my mom, because she really helped me with this whole set. You know, my mom has an eye for she's like the first artist.
Yeah,
interior decorated, and like, she was like one of the first artists that I've ever seen with my own eyes. Like, from painting to, I got people that paint in my family, to airbrushing and all that. So
for real, airbrush?
My mom used to airbrush. Yeah,
what?
Remember when the shirts and stuff?
This is the thing that's on Good Times.
Yes.
Ain't that something?
I didn't think you would have known about
it. What? Hold on, wait. Sanford and Son is my favorite show. If we talking about of all time.
Yeah, that's the Good Times one. Mm-hmm. Ernie Barnes, Sugar Shack. Yeah.
That's amazing. And then Sinners just came out, and then
this is, so do you get the connection?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's why I like that too. I feel like in club culture today, we got to get back to this. Mm-hmm. We got to get back to this. It's too much standing. It's too much overpriced bottles. You don't see not one bottle. You don't see no phone.
The only people jumping up and down is the bottle girls.
Yeah.
They like this.
That's what we got to. I ain't going back to the club till it look like that again. And if it don't never get back to that, then so be it. But she helped me frame a lot of these.
Shout out your mama.
So yeah, all of this has just been like a labor of love. Just something I've been doing out of passion. You know, I'm not against sponsors and all of that, but that's not at the core of what this is. This is really just sharing like my passion for music and for people and for conversation with the world. That's all this really is. But Polished Lady on Instagram, Polished Lady on TikTok.
That's it.
Are you on Facebook?
Yes, I am. Keela, the Polished Lady McKee. You see me in a white suit looking godly. Yeah, that's me.
Check out her interviews. She's already talked to Gayle King. She's already talked to Mama Knows. She's already talked to 85 South. Mm-hmm. She's well on her way to stardom. I'm just blessed to have her here today.
And you interviewed me.
And I got to interview her. So if you want to know her story about how she came through Indiana State, 96.3. It's all here in this interview, and I'm very fortunate. So, anything else you want to add before we sign off?
I always tell people stay polished. That just means keep establishing yourself, keep establishing your brands, moving forward, never thinking, you can do some reflection, but never think that you got to stay stagnant at where you have come from. You can always grow and be more.
On that note, my name is Parrish Butler. This has been another episode of Wellverse with the Polished Lady. Until next time.